Well, it's a big night here on CBS. The 36th season of Survivor premieres tonight at 8 p.m.
And this latest edition brings a whole new twist to the competition.
This season, for the first time ever, you will have the chance to reverse the curse of some of the worst decisions in Survivor history.
The show's host, Jeff Probst, joins us now to talk more about the new season. And Jeff, good afternoon. There's a new idea and it's themed Ghost Island. Set up this new twist for us. What does that mean?
Ghost Island is this big idea, and here's the premise. What if you took all of the bad decisions from past seasons and they've been buried out on Ghost Island, and now they're coming back to haunt a new group of players? And so we literally went and tracked down from Survivor memorabilia collectors and from former players idols and advantages, the real thing, 10, 12 years old in some cases. We got them all together. These are the things we're going to play with. So this year, or this season, when somebody digs something up, it will be from 10 years ago. And the question will be, is it still haunted? Are you superstitious? And if so, can you reverse a curse and play it correctly?
That's fascinating.
Well, the past can haunt you, that's for sure. Well, 20 new castaways. And Jeff, from what I understand, 2 are from our area, Wendell and Laurel. So what stands out about these 2 competitors?
Well, okay, Laurel was in the mix of being on Survivor for a while, and with her, it was just about finding the right season. And we knew when we landed on this idea that she would fit into the mix really well. And Laurel is definitely a sleeper because she doesn't present with all of her attributes. She's low key, but she's very gifted athletically and very smart and super strategic. And if people underestimate her early, she will get a foothold and be in good shape. Wendell, on the other hand, I had to fight for. It's always this thing. I put a vote in, a few other people put a vote in, and then people end up saying yes or no. And Wendell was one that I went back and said, this guy's amazing. He needs to be on the show. And CBS is always really cool. And they go, okay, if you love him, fantastic. So Wendell is, in a completely different way, like Laurel, also very threatening. He's disarming, he's charming, he's very strategic, and he has the same thing. If people look at Wendell and go, oh, he seems like a nice guy, he'll get in deep as well.
Don't underestimate them. So, Jeff, many of the contestants are super fans themselves and really understand this game. You said they're both very strategic. How do you think, especially this season, that will help in the competition?
It's very hard to play this game of Survivor if you aren't willing to play. In the early days, if you were a Survivor fan, you know this. In the early days, some people would say, I'm just going to sit back and let everybody duke it out. And you could get deep in the game. It's just not that way anymore. Players almost have their own vetting system, which is, it's something like this. Look, we're all playing. So if you're not going to play, we're just going to vote you out now and continue playing, because they're all rolling the dice every day by making these moves. And that's what this season is about. Everybody that plays Survivor stands a very good chance of making a bad move because you don't have enough information. You're doing it on instinct or body language or a rumor you heard. And so the people that play now know you have to be a fan to play, and you have to be strategic.
Well, Jeff, I remember season 1 way back in the 90s. This is season 36. How do you continue to make a show that's such a fan favorite?
Man, well, I appreciate that, Jim, but I think it's one episode at a time, one season at a time, and honestly, for me, this is all I really do. And people say, why? How are you still enthusiastic? I love it. I like when Laurel and Wendell come out, and you see a new group of people who leaving their life behind, and they're coming to play this game. It inspires us to up the stakes. What can we do inside this box? The box is really simple. A group of people abandoned, forced to work together and vote each other out. That's pretty complicated. And all you have to do is tweak it a little bit and it's new, and a little bit and it's new. So long as you don't blow the box up, you can play.
Right, you don't have to necessarily reinvent the wheel. Well, I think your enthusiasm is certainly contagious, Jeff. Any other twists or surprises we should look out for this season?
No, it's a pretty full season. It really is. I feel we've been on a really good roll. And if you're a Survivor fan, I think you've been happy with most of what we've been doing lately. And this will not disappoint. And I'm not just saying this because we're in Philly. Laurel and Wendell are a big part of that. They represent one of the best groups of people we've had in a long time. And I'm excited for the show to premiere and for fans to see it.
Looking forward to it. Thanks so much, Jeff, for your time.
Thanks for having me on.